Welcome to the first episode of The Delusional Spouse. Till death do us part, or divorce. What is marriage? Marriage is God's physical manifestation of his covenant towards us, just as Jesus Christ is a physical manifestation of his love towards us. It has its ups and downs, low moments and high moments, but even then, he never turns his back on us. He keeps loving us even in our most unlovable states. The first marriage took place in the Garden of Eden when God noticed that his creation, Adam, needed company. I'm not exactly sure why God said it wasn't good for man to be alone, but he saw that there was a missing component to man, and he created woman, Eve. Well, I mean, look at men. They can hardly function without women. Even the smallest matter of finding their socks. It's not strange to hear a man call out to his wife, "Honey, have you seen my socks?" Likewise, we can't do without them. Who is going to open that super tight pickle jar for us? Face it, we need each other. Although this world is on a mission to pit us against each other, let us not fall for the okey doke. Men need women and women need men. That's how God intended it to be, and that's how it will be if you are intentional about your marriage. If you dedicate your marriage to the one who created it in the first place. The command is clear in Genesis 2:24. Therefore shall a man leave his mother and father and cleave to his wife, and they shall become one flesh. That's one of the problems in modern marriages. We have not become one flesh, just two individuals trying to see how much they can get from the other person. We haven't left our parents to cleave to our spouse. We haven't left our careers, and for some, we haven't even left our exes. Marriage seems to be more of an arrangement than a covenant these days. It's as if we go in expecting it to end before it even started. And when it does end, we compete to see who can cause the most hurt and who will leave with the most material things. In the end, nobody wins, especially if there are children involved. We go in with past hurt from childhood and our experiences from past relationships. We haven't let go of many baggages. And then we show up expecting our spouse to unload them for us. How unfair is that? All we had to do was go back to the manufacturer for a factory reset. God created us, just like He created the institution of marriage. Newsflash: your spouse cannot fix you. A human being cannot fill a God sized void. That's why we oftentimes end up in divorce court because our spouse is lacking something that we feel they should be able to fill for us. Many enter the union broken and with missing pieces, only to find out that their spouse also has missing pieces that doesn't fit their own. Both people must enter whole so that they don't rely on their partner to mend them. After God has mended you, there will be nothing broken, nothing missing, or nothing lacking. Hence, you are ready to share what God has planted in you with your partner, and they will share with you what God has implanted in them. See? An even exchange. Both people must first be married to God so that He can fix the parts of you that are broken and impart into you what you need to relate to your spouse. The purpose of marriage isn't for aesthetics, it's to fulfill God's will for the earth. Adam and Eve, although they messed up, was put together to fulfill the mission of populating the earth to show forth God's glory and show off his handiwork. What is God's purpose for your marriage? Is it to raise God fearing children who will grow up to be great men and women of God? Is it to build a foundation to feed the poor? Is it to win more souls into the kingdom of God? Your marriage has a purpose, but if the enemy can get two broken people to go into a holy union and cause more damage to each other, then they will be too distracted, too tired, and too drained to fulfill the will of God in the earth through their marriage. Remember, a threefold cord is not easily broken. Ecclesiastes 4:12. A marriage must have three beings involved: a husband, a wife, and the most important of them all, God. Thanks for tuning in to The Delusional Spouse. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll catch you next week. Bye bye.